What's the word, internet world? So today what y'all about to watch me do is basically spawn mushrooms to bulk. If you don't know what spawning mushrooms to bulk mean, all that mean is I'm taking the grain spawn and I'm mixing it with a bulk substrate. Substrate is just another word for like a growing medium, you know? So all I'm basically doing in regular words is taking the grains that's already been colonized with mushroom spores. I'm taking them grains and I'm mixing it with some sterilized dirt that's, you know, they got like gypsum, they got like calcium in it just to add extra nutrients. You don't got to do that, but it's just sterilized dirt. So what you see me doing right now, you see me, I'm just wiping everything down. Wiping everything down. You got to make sure you wipe everything down. You see me wiping everything down, and you got to make sure you clean. You got to make sure you wash up. You can't be dirty during none of this. Your growing area can't be dirty. Your tent can't be dirty. Your room can't be dirty. If you look and see what I'm doing, I'm spraying everything down. Look, I'm spraying everything down. Look, I'm spraying. Like I'm wiping everything down. I'm spraying my needle down. I'm spraying my what's that called? My X-Acto knife. I'm spraying all that down. I'm wiping everything down. I got on gloves. I just jumped out the shower. Like these are steps you gotta go through. So if you look closely, I'm putting my X-Acto knife together because what I'm about to do. Okay, boom. So then look, you see me, I'm spraying in the air too. You don't really gotta do that, but because of how I'm growing in the room that I'm growing in, I'm doing that because I gotta make sure I be extra on point. So you finna see me pull out the grain spawn. I'm in there looking to see, why is this dog in here? The dog not supposed to be in here. I told him to get out. So boom, you see me. Now, let me put that in the camera. You see that? That's what your fully colonized grains will look like after 15 days, maybe a month, depending on how much you growing. You see me, I'm spraying the bag down. This is stuff that I'm telling you, this how you make sure you on point, like you make sure everything go right. I'm telling you. So boom, you see me. I dropped that in there. Look, cut bag open. Hold on, I'm finna cut bag. You see me, cut bag open. You don't wanna expose it too much. You wanna try to make this quick as possible because you don't wanna let the grain spawn get, you know, too much in the air and let, you know, microorganisms in the air, you know, take over your growth. Shit, you don't want that. So boom, get your napkins ready because you're gonna need those. Now I didn't mention this and it's not in the video, but that tape you see on them holes is on the side of that bin, and I got white tape. They go to mycelium. That's what that's called, mycelium. So, but that white tape you see on the edges of them bins, those is windows, and I got micropore tape right there so that the mushrooms can breathe once I finish doing this, and then I throw the top back on. So what you finna see me do? You about to see me mix everything up, and then once I mix everything, I'm gonna mix that dirt in, and then that's how you do it. And you see I got the bottom painted. This don't come like this. This is a monotub. That's what it's called, a monotub. But this was made off of like just like a bin from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So you mix it with the dirt. You see what I'm doing? Mix it with the dirt, and make sure you squeeze that dirt so that so that when you put it all together, your soil is not too wet. You want to make sure it's like a nice medium where it's dry, but it ain't wet neither. You know what I'm saying? Like. So you see me mixing that in, mixing that in. What grains did I use? I use wheatgrass grain that I ordered from off Amazon to do this. So boom, you mix that up, mix that up. Yeah, mix that up. Now you see me shaking that down. Now next time I do this, I'm gonna make that black wall. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit more, just so that I can make my cake a little bit thicker. Cause this right here was a little thin, and you know, it grew mushrooms, but because it was so small and it was thin, it didn't really, you know, grow how it was supposed to. They didn't give me as much as it was supposed to. Let me say that. Here go the dog again. And I read all on the internet, they were saying you can't grow mushrooms. If you grow mushrooms, the animals can't be in the room for at least 2 days, 3 days. They were saying you can't grow mushrooms in the same room that you grow weed in. And they said you can't grow mushrooms in a room, like in an open room. And I think all of that is a lie, because this room right here didn't have a door on it. This room right here has weed growing right next to it in that black tent right there. And this room right here, the animals kept coming in this room because it don't have a door. So everything vary, you know what I'm saying? You still got to be clean. That don't mean to do anything willy-nilly, because I have my tent completely taped up. I got my tent completely closed off. Don't nothing get in there. No air from the outside, none of that. So yeah, the door's open. Yeah, the dog come in. Yeah, there's weed growing next to it, but everything is closed off. So you got to be able to, when it comes to growing mushrooms, you got to be able to control your environment. That's big. You got to be able to control the environment, because if you can't, then you basically leaving it up to chance. So I'm gonna get right back to y'all once I bring y'all this next being, because I'm finna do another one. Okay, so this being gonna be a little bit different, just because I'm not gonna show y'all the full process of me, spawning them to bulk. I'm just gonna show you me getting it ready. So as you can see, I'm spraying everything down. As I told you, you have to cut holes in your bin so that the mushrooms can breathe. The mycelium needs to be able to breathe. This is a living organism we working with. So you want to cut holes in the bin. Cutting holes in the bin will allow for it to breathe. All I'm doing is wiping it down with the alcohol, making sure that everything is clean. Of course, like I told you, I'm fully clean. My clothes are fully clean. Everything is fully clean. Only thing left for me to do now is really just add the tape, micropore tape. All it is breathable tape that you use for, I think it's for, accidents, like if you cut yourself or something like that and you need to be able to breathe, but it's just breathable tape. All that's left to do is put that tape on them holes and then start the process. If you want to create a bin like this at home, literally just go to a Walmart, Target, and get a 27-quart storage bin. Get you a 27-quart storage bin and get you a drill and get one of those circular bits, or even like a Dremel, which I use a Dremel for this one. That's why it look like that. But get you one of those and just cut holes. Just cut holes in it and cut them kind of high. Cut them like, don't cut them too low, because you don't want the holes to be too close to the dirt. Cut them high so that, it's not pulling in too much air. You can use this process to grow any type of gourmet mushrooms that you want, from lion's mane to oyster mushrooms to pink oyster mushrooms to really even more than that. The sky's the limit once you understand the process of what's going on right now. Only thing left for me to do is put the tape and start the process.